Welcome to Twilight Lord Kelris. This fight's a little bit of a doozy, so listen up. The most important thing you're going to need is 2 to 3 people who can kick spells. There are 2 spells on this fight. One is a Mind Blast, you ignore it. The other is a Chain Lightning. It does a lot of damage, it puts us slow, you gotta kick that on repeat. We use 2 tanks and 2 healers. The melee and tanks and the ranged have completely different jobs. Some of it intertwines, but mostly for the tanks and melee, listen up. The 2 closest people to the boss will be slept and sent down into a sleeping realm. While you're down there, you can't kick the boss, but what you have to do is kill the priestesses that are by the pillars, and they will spawn a portal for you. Click the portal, you come back to the waking world. He will do this 3 to 4 times, depending on your gear, maybe even 5 if your gear is absolute garbage. But what you want to do is have 1 tank and 1 damage go down at a time. The priestesses do have a decent amount of health, and sometimes you have to kill upwards of 6 or 7.
Looking beautiful.
When 1 tank is down, have the off tank pick up the boss. As a melee, you want to stand at max melee range. It should avoid the Mind Blast, but sometimes he doesn't care, just keep that in mind. As for the ranged, what you want to do is get into a group, start on the right or left of the room. He will be throwing Void Blast at you. You want to move out of it. It will put a poison cloud on the ground that expands. You want to stay near the cloud so that you don't fill up the entire room. But you want to stand a little bit further away than you think because the cloud will expand. He will be throwing a lot of these out though, so you're going to keep kiting to the right or left depending on what you started with. If your gear is good enough, you can only get 3 sleeping phases, which at 30% HP, he becomes enraged. When this happens, you want to pull him back a little bit so that you can all spread out. Ranged want to spread out around the room, stay away from each other. The melee, once you get in pairs of 2, he will still be doing the Chain Lightning, and it is unkickable in this phase. Have the tanks stand on each other, have the other melee stand off to either the right or the left. As long as you are not within range to be chained more than 2 people, this should be fine. Healers, keep your tank up during this phase. The Mind Blast is buffed. It will do a lot of damage. It will 1 or 2 shot at DPS. Keep the tank up. Have the damage keep doing their thing.
I'm just keeping tank
and you should be able to burn him down from 30% to 0, depending on your gear. It will be utter chaos. Just expect that. And once you down him, make sure you loot and get good loot, or else I'll be a little bit mad at you. And I hope you enjoy the boss. Thank you so much for watching. My name has been Kale, and I'll be making more boss guides if you guys want them.
Fingerless gloves. Good shit. Good work, guys.
Happy hunting, happy looting, and have a good day.
That is a good rogue dagger, man. That is a really good rogue dagger. Like, I would take that right now.
Okay, guys, I think Master Generation did something. Okay, don't look my healing.
Let's take a look.
Oh, I looked at the head off.